I saw this comment on a video about me earlier today on my For You page when I went to Coachella on Friday. I had two goals. One, I wanted to get a photo by the Ferris wheel. And then two, I knew that I wanted to make a video to my new song 5150. Well, when I got to the festival, a big crowd of girly pops formed that were all like so lovely, were cheering and hyping me up. And they were all waiting for me to finish getting my photos so I could get a selfie with them. Well, when I finished, I was like, oh my God, do y'all want to be in the video? And of course, everyone's like, yes. And I'm like, okay, if you guys are going to be in the TikTok, here are the lyrics. And when we get to this part in the song, you guys are going to all like run in and be behind me. And we're just going to like jump around and party. Well, of course, everyone has their phones out recording, as every interaction, unfortunately, in 2026 looks like. And I knew that was going to end up on my For You page. Okay, I'm fine with that. I am no stranger to being a meme, having my interactions filmed. Obviously is like where Bring Me a Little Water Sylvie came from. So there's just nothing that you can ever say or do that to me will find that embarrassing. But what I do find embarrassing is that the video that I was referring to that I saw this comment on was a girl who was filming me probably 2 feet away from my face. She was asking me for a photo. She participated in the TikTok and then posted the clip online. But if you look through the comment section, she's literally only liking the negative comments. Like, that is so weird to me. But also, like, this comment, he's his own biggest fan? Abso-fucking-lutely. If I'm not gonna be, who the fuck else is? I think doing this job does require a certain level of delusion, or, oh, people are not gonna like me using this word, narcissism. And I think a lot of celebrities or influencers or public figures would never admit that, but hear me out. It does take a certain level of confidence and self-love to be like, you know what? I am funny enough, pretty enough, talented enough, creative enough, entertaining enough to turn on the camera and try to make something of yourself, right? Like, you have to believe in yourself or else it's never going to work. And I had that. I knew from when I was a young kid, I wanted something bigger for my life and I was going to make it happen no matter what it took. And I did. I've been doing this for 10 very long years now. I have grown up with the internet. I have shared every aspect of my life, the great, beautiful moments, and also the absolute worst, fucking lowest of lows, unfortunately, have all been publicized. But I have never complained. I have never thrown that back in the public's faces. I knew that that was what I was signing up for when I started doing this job. If you've ever consumed my content and had a negative thought about me, if you've ever made a mean video about me, if you've ever came to my page and left a nasty comment, I can promise you, I've already thought it up here. In fact, if you think you're a James Charles hater, my inner monologue hates James Charles more than you could ever fucking imagine, okay? I have thought the darkest, worst thoughts about myself, but I try to keep that to myself and not put that online because I'm well aware that nobody fucking cares. I know my privilege. And even if I'm having the worst, shittiest of days where I don't want to be here anymore, I recognize that I'm feeling that way in a fucking mansion in Los Angeles and that a lot of people out there have it way worse than I do. So I try to remind myself to be humble and count my blessings, which is quite literally the fact that I get to log on every single day and make content that makes people smile and laugh and teach people how to feel beautiful and confident through wearing makeup. And now I get to make music, and I've been able to do that over 10 years. To those of you that have chosen to tune in, because you don't have to watch me if you don't want to, but if you are, thank you for being here. If you've been here since day one and you've never left, if you were here, then you left, then you came back. Maybe you left, you never came back, but this video happened to pop up on your For You page. Hello, I will always have love for you, and I hope that you are doing really well. There are still plenty of days where I wake up fucking hating myself. And trust and believe, every single day, there are parts of my story that I absolutely despise and wish more than anything I could go back in time and erase or redo, but we don't get that luxury. What is a luxury is getting to wake up every day and do this job. It is so cool to make content online, and I am really fucking proud that I've been able to persevere and build what I've been able to build alongside of every single one of you guys out there. So I guess you could say I am my own biggest fan. And honestly, if you're standing 2 feet away from me with your phone in my face pretending, you might be a fan too.